Welcome to Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet, a podcast featuring real reviews written by people who just need the world to know what they think. Between you and me, I wanted to like this podcast, but I'd give it 0 stars if I could.
Hello, everyone.
Did we do it?
Huh? Huh? Is it working? I feel like it's working. I think we did it. We did it. Okay.
We
Hellcat
got
says we did it. Okay.
chat confirmation.
Whew,
We've
okay.
done
Oh
it.
my gosh, y'all, the setup. I was more nervous for this than any live show we've had, I think.
What?
I know, I was so nervous that all of this tech stuff wouldn't work out because it's on us, not on whatever.
Well, it's on us, but it's mostly on you because I just was doing my nails.
Yeah. Oh yes, true. Alrighty. Hi everyone. Welcome. First stream announcement
Ooh,
thing.
I have to turn the air
Oh yeah,
conditioner
turn
off.
that off. I don't. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. But
Oopsies.
yeah, no. Quick stream announcement. I turned off alerts, so thank you just in advance to every new follower, sub, gift, all of you. Thank you so much. But we've got a live show to do.
Yeah, we decided not to look at the chat while we're reading the reviews because I feel like we'll get derailed even more than we usually do. I know it's hard to believe.
If you want to distract us, come to our live shows.
And do it in person.
And do it in person.
Yeah. But I'm so glad it's working. I don't know if everybody here listens to Beach Too Sandy because I made Megan our social media person and that's where I drink post about it. So I'm hoping we maybe brought some people. Welcome. I'm very excited to do this. We're trying to promote our actual live shows, like in-person shows, by doing a virtual live show.
Those are right there. Look at this. They're right there.
Where? Oh, on.
Oh, where'd you look down?
I was like, did you write them on a post-it note? I thought they were on a post-it note.
We're new to this. And yeah, the VOD for this will be posted on our YouTube channel.
Oh, what? Oh, the video on demand.
Yeah. Just like what
I'll
you get at hotel rooms, am I right?
It's like Redbox, but not.
It's like Redbox, yeah.
So I feel like.
What do you feel like?
I feel like you guys should come see us live. But if not, I'm just glad you're here. I don't know how the we're trying to promote. We're trying to promote like you have them.
That's why I'm pointing like this.
I thought they were. I don't know.
Okay, we're learning.
You see them. If you like what you see here, which you probably don't, come see us live in person and we'll try harder.
Yeah.
Okay. But another thing is that we usually do Between You and Us every month. Well, usually 10 years ago. And we haven't done it in so long that we were like, oh my gosh, let's just make it into kind of a live stream. So all the ones that we've like collected over the year, over I don't know, months and months, we had them at our disposal.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know. Should we just get into it?
I love that idea. Let's go.
Okay, and Zandy even figured out how to do music.
We'll see. I'm gonna do my best.
You're gonna do great.
I just need to know if it's negative or positive.
Remember that time we did a live show in front of actual live people and I tried to play the music and about 10 minutes before the end of our like 80-minute set, somebody said, "Oh, your aux cord isn't plugged in." And I was like, so Zanny and I have been hearing the music this whole time.
Yeah, the front row got a special. They could hear it.
The front row got the music,
could hear it,
like
so,
very quietly. So I hope it works.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Well, if it doesn't, whatever.
But it was my fault when it didn't work. So I have faith that you've got this figured out.
Yeah. Why don't I go first?
Great.
So I can practice with the music with my own review. I feel like that weirdly helps.
Multitasking.
Exactly. This is a good practice run. So this was sent in by Logan. I don't even know when. But this is of Science City, which is a museum in Kansas City. Fun fact: we have a live show in Kansas City. That wasn't planned. I was like,
mother effer, did you just do all local reviews? Okay.
God, no. But actually, wait, yeah, maybe I shouldn't read this now and just save it for Kansas City.
Maybe you should read it
Maybe
now
I'll do both.
and then read it in Kansas City.
Yeah, I'll do both.
Then I can come up with some better
dipping.
zingers.
Just don't tell anyone.
I'm just gonna come up with better. I'm gonna rewrite my jokes after this one.
Which Kansas City? I have no idea. So
Somebody asked?
yes,
Oh.
one of the
See, this is what
Missouris
you
or
do.
the
You distract
I
us.
got to stop looking at chat. You're right. Okay, here we go. This is a 1-star review of Science City.
Also, if you're from Kansas
I
City,
j-
you should know which one it is. You know what I mean? Why are you
Maybe,
asking? Are you trying to stir
yeah,
trouble?
always stirring trouble. D bans in place, like Banhammer, just
Just ban
go
them.
wild.
Just kidding. Don't do that,
Um,
really. But, oh, Dad texted you.
Let me turn on Do Not Disturb because I wasn't disturbed by it, but clearly you were.
Dad wants to go to dinner. I
We're
didn't get
No,
an
it's
invite.
called lunch. Having lunch tomorrow. Okay. I wish you were invited. Here's a 1-star review of Science City. I have an 8 and 5-year-old, and we always enjoy Science City. We decided to visit this past Saturday, and everything started out very good until my son had a bit of an accident. In his excitement, he inadvertently ended up running into the glass window that is outside one of the craft rooms. Obviously, it was an accident, and more on his part for not paying close enough attention. But would have wished maybe there was something on the glass window to help deter younger kids or anyone that may not recognize
Or
where the door is.
birds?
Or birds, so
Or like
true.
only
So
birds and
true.
your son? Just kidding. I've run into plenty of glass doors, but
What?
have
Okay, I'm not judging you. I'm just like
happened.
surprised
I
to hear
guess
that.
I just didn't want to throw out such an aggressive like dig and
Yeah,
and I feel like people probably know that about me that I
run into glass doors or
yeah.
glass things,
Like
glass windows.
don't was it sorry, was that the end of the
No,
review?
not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
I brought this up to the manager on site, but after checking the area an hour later, nothing had been done. I went ahead and posted pictures that shows the area. They did. Overall, we made the best out of the rest of the day. I was hopeful the management team would do something to prevent someone else from accidentally hitting the glass. End of review. Look at their pictures. So,
Boy's
first
all
of all, there's like a
bruised.
child's bruise, but
Ooh.
then there's the glass window, the like next to the door. I don't know why I find this so freaking
Sorry.
funny.
I'm
But
sorry.
there's the freaking it's like an open door and I can see it. Like I understand.
Yeah, it
I
looks
know that was
something you could run into, but
great
also
tech work just showing my laptop screen, but
yeah,
hopefully
that's
you get
hard.
the idea.
But there's also a bottom metal thing that you can
Yeah,
see. You have to
but there's also bottom metal thing on the door.
yeah, but you don't walk into the door.
I
You
agree.
open
I
the door.
agree. I agree. I agree.
I can listen, I'm not blaming the child. I feel like what did she expect to be done within the 40 minutes or whatever? You know what I mean? Like she comes back an hour later to
It's
check
so bad.
and she's like,
Uh
they haven't done anything.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
what are they
the
supposed to
thing is
do?
like I don't
What do
know.
they do for
Like
birds?
what? What do they do for birds?
Yeah.
Um Probably nothing.
Yes, they do. How to prevent
I don't know. Maybe
birds from hitting windows is a it's a real thing.
okay. Good. I'm so glad you have bird deterrent. Oh, you can buy bird deterrent.
Anti-collision stickers.
Oh, okay.
You could do that
Okay. Okay.
for the time for the once a year that that child goes to the Kansas
Look,
City Science
I scootered
City.
into a brick wall and it was very obvious it was a brick
And
wall and smashed my head
it
into it.
wasn't a clear brick wall.
Exactly.
I know what you're
Exactly.
thinking.
It was not a clear brick wall. And I wasn't like, who put this wall here?
Yeah, but you did go put a
So,
bunch of
so I'm saying
anti-collision.
I've done worse than this child running into glass.
You put a
So
bunch of
I'm not
stickers,
judging either.
just anti-collision stickers on it though.
I came
So
back an hour later and I was like, where are
nobody's
all the stickers around this brick wall?
nobody's done anything. That's pretty good. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. I have one called Poor Zandy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And of course, then I immediately stole it
Yeah.
for my own folder. But it's from Alona, who said, heard Zandy say he's obviously not the favorite because no one helped him with his challenge.
Honestly, the victim complex thing I have,
It's worked
it
in your
works. It
favor
works.
a
It
lot.
works. So why should I stop? You
I
know?
do it on And That's Why We Drink, and it
I
works.
figured.
So I feel like it's not fair
And
that
I feel like you have the most Instagram followers
it's
on, and
because
that's
I always complain.
exactly. Like you're
Exactly.
like complaining that you need more attention, so you get the attention and you just get a lot of it.
Yeah,
More
but
than
it's
anyone.
not that I complain. Well, yeah, it is. So it says, I heard Zandy say he's obviously not the favorite and no one helped him with his challenge.
Mhm.
So I assume this had to do with the challenge you had,
Probably.
but they said it's 2 years later.
Oh,
So, like, there's no chance you could have used this. It's not like I'm
I love it.
stealing, like,
So
an
like this was
actual
meant for me, but like
but, like, in post like, they were, like, retconning the episode that somebody had
got it.
helped you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a tower in Trinidad, Cuba.
Fuck was my challenge?
Reviews of, uh, towns that are in other countries that you don't expect them to be.
I did that?
Well, just
Oh, you just fucking made that up? I was like,
It's
wow, what a
Trinidad. Never mind.
That's actually funny.
It's not though, like as
Oh,
evidenced by
I
your.
I was like, wow, that was really my challenge. It's so specific.
That's really
I
embarrassing.
thought it was funny.
Here it is.
Okay.
1-star review
Okay.
by I'm a Monkey. Okay. The title is Bad Staff. The staff is so disrespectful. I was in my journey up, and one of them started talking to me in a different language. Like, how rude. Do you know who my husband is? End of review. Is
Okay,
it
I am a monkey. Oh,
Mrs. Monkey?
M-
Mr. Monkey?
Mr. Monkey's the husband.
Oh, shit.
Which did I have a challenge about like foreign people complaining that people were speaking another language
I
in their country or
I
something like that? Probably.
I think it's something about being rude.
Oh, well, I feel like that's our entire podcast.
Yeah, because Alona put rude in quotations, so.
I was at the dentist today.
Oh, this is gonna be a zinger. I feel it.
No, and the first person I saw was like, "Oh, like what do you do?" I thought they were just making conversation. Turns out they were putting in my chart that I'm a podcaster. So then I happened to see three more people, and every person was like, "So, like, oh, you're a podcaster,"
Oh, God.
and I was like, "Oh God." But the second person was like, "What's a podcast?"
Oh, no.
So
It's getting
I
worse.
explained it, and then I explained like the topic of our show, and like they didn't understand at first when I said we read online reviews, and they're like, like just review, like you review. I was like, oh no no no, like people like writing ridiculous ones, and they're like, oh, Karens. I was like, yeah, and they're like, my brother's a Karen, my aunt's a Karen. It's just like listing all these people they knew who like acted that way. And I was like, okay, I guess you get it.
I guess you get it, but also, sorry, cracking a
Oh yeah, I gotta crack my cold one.
cold one open. Just a little sparkling.
This stream is
So-
sponsored by Liquid Death.
Stop saying that, because everyone jokes that, and then I'm like, well, now we'll never get a sponsorship.
True. Like they don't need to.
They don't need
They don't
to.
need to.
So good stories, Andy. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
That sounded so rude. I didn't mean for it to sound rude. I just tell people
You know
I'm
what? I'm moving on.
okay.
I'm done with you.
Cool.
Because I've got something after your rude statement.
Excellent.
This is a review of a sexy Joe Biden coloring book.
I don't
understand.
I don't want to be part of
'Cause
this.
I've literally seen this in your home.
What?
She literally colored all this in, took the pages, and put it up all over Leona's bedroom. It was so weird. I had to sneak in there and take him down. And it turns out Blaze was in there in the dark. He caught me. I was like, I
Xander!
knew you would try this.
That's why we bought the camera for the crib. It's not for the crib. We point it outwards to make sure you're not stealing shit out of the nursery.
Specifically, the
Our
pictures from
decor.
the Hot Cup of Joe book. A piping hot coloring book with America's sexiest moderate, Joe
I
Biden.
can't stand it.
So it seems very like tongue in cheek, whatever. But I don't know. It's silly. Here's a 1-star review that has been found helpful by 533 people. This is from Walmart.com.
Oh God.
And this was sent in by Chloe. So here we go. Oh, sorry. Here's the entire title before I get the review.
Oh no.
Hot Cup of Joe, a piping hot coloring book with America's sexiest moderate, Joe Biden, a satirical coloring book for adults, paperback. So here's a 1-star review. If I could give it less stars, I would. First off, Joe Biden is the furthest thing from sexy you could ever find.
Say
And I'm like,
moderate.
oh,
They're like, oh, he's not
no, that
moderate.
thankfully they agree
They're
with.
like, oh, I don't care about his politics. I was
Oh, I
like
think this person does. But
very
yeah,
taken aback about that. Okay.
this is highly inappropriate, especially for children. Picture of Joe Biden getting out of shower with a towel wrapped around his torso? Sam Walton would be beside himself if he knew you all were selling stuff like this. Shaking my head. End of review.
Is Sam Walton the Walmart guy?
Daddy Walmart. The
No.
guy, the dead one now. Sorry, the one whose his children, I believe, are the ones running it.
He
but,
knows.
oh, he knows.
He knows.
Please, as if he didn't find Joe Biden sexy when he was alive.
As if he's not
Come on.
pulling the string.
The man had a pulse.
At least, what was I saying? You
He
ruined
was
my
pulling the strings. Sorry,
hilarious joke.
pulling the strings about of Walmart or something.
He,
Sam
as
Walton.
as if he's not pulling the strings beyond the grave
True.
to make this happen.
True.
I mean, listen. It's not for children. They made it abundantly clear.
Yeah, no, the title.
Also, like, who gives a child a coloring book of a politician, whether it's sexy or not? What a weird thing
I
to
think
give
we
a
all
child.
know the answer to that, but yes, I agree. I don't. This was not intended for children
No,
by anyone
except me.
except this reviewer and
and my
530
nursery.
friends. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Also, do they like? This is a serious question. Do they think Donald Trump is sexy?
Christina, I don't know.
No,
They
but like, what do
didn't
you
mention
think?
Trump, so
They're saying that he's the farthest thing from sexy.
which
Implies,
I'm not gonna argue. I mean, I'm
it
not.
implies maybe Trump is
You
a
know
little
what?
closer.
Our country is very split, bipartisan kind of thinking. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden equals not sexy must mean Trump equals sexy.
I think that's.
Those are the rules in America.
Oh, I didn't write them. Anyway, here is a review of a local nightclub. Sorry,
That you're eating on this fucking my stream.
I kind of had a.
Not that I never eat on my stream, but I mute myself.
I kind of had a weed gummy.
Yeah.
Shh. Okay. This was set in by Ashley, and it's a review from a local nightclub. 1 star. Oh, by the way, this has an owner response. That's important.
Okay.
I am a 120-pound female and was dragged down 2 flights of stairs by my neck for spilling water on a crowd control guy. I screamed that I would leave and begged him to let me walk, but apparently this guy has a power complex and wanted to throw me around like a rag doll.
Jesus.
I've worked in bars where we were trained to appropriately remove individuals, but this establishment is a place for employees to prey on their drunk customers. Do not go here. End of review.
Oh my god.
And here's the response from owner.
Okay.
Ma'am. Period. You were rude when entering the venue. You were caught urinating in a mop closet. When security opened the door to the mop closet, not a bathroom, you threw your drink on him. When asked to leave, you became hysterical to the point we called police and had them remove you. If you are having a hard time remembering what happened, we can provide you the video of you relieving yourself in the mop closet and police having to walk you out of the building. Go ahead and email us at nameofbar@gmail.com if you would like. Thank you. End of review.
Wow. Mop closet?
I mean, it is.
We've all been there.
But also a mop closet, isn't that the exact place? Like, you wouldn't need to take out the mop.
I don't think you understand how that works. You when you wash the floors with a mop, you don't wash it with piss.
Yeah, but like
I'm just saying.
the
I don't know if-
chemicals are presumably in there.
Oh, so you think they're just peeing on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think they're peeing on?
in the mop bucket. One of the
Oh no. I was not suggesting you take a bucket of piss out and mop with it.
got it.
No, I was saying at least you're in a place with all the cleaning supplies.
Yeah, no, it's of all the places other than a bathroom,
Well,
it's one of the more convenient spots.
I would
I'll
say
give you that.
yeah, but
in
then
terms of
also
cleanliness.
there's alleys.
Yeah,
Also there's
but still, I mean, that also then leaves a smell for like the employees who have to take out the trash, and like that's also something that they would step in. Just let them, give them a spot to clean up.
they need something to
No,
do.
no, don't do that.
Get them busy.
The ideal spot is not in. You know who would like this review?
Ew.
My dentist.
Look, Sinner, are you being serious right now? Why?
We talked about how reviewers will leave reviews without telling the full story.
Oh my God. What did that other guy
Dr.
think
Dave.
who didn't know what a dentist was? I mean,
That was crazy. When I walked in, the receptionist I was like, "Oh, I'm here to see the dentist." What's that?
some other guy's like, wait, I'm here to do that too. Do you know what it is? Oh my God.
You've heard of this before too?
Uh,
We've all been there.
damn it.
That's so stupid.
I meant to say
I know. I think I know what you
he
meant to
doesn't
say.
know what a podcast is.
No, the dentist was with it.
He was cool.
Dr. Dave was.
I
The other
mean,
person was cool too. They realized after I explained what they were like. Oh, of course, the podcast. I think
yeah, right. They're so full of shit. They're like, oh, I gotta play it cool, play it
they're
cool.
like, "Oh, Joe Rogan." I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. They did not say that.
Oh,
Anyway,
you're like, you know what Joe Rogan does.
yeah, exactly what he does. Um,
Fear Factor.
yes. So now I have reviews, many reviews
Oh,
of type of product that a lot of people have written in asking for us to do, and I thought this would be a perfect time.
oh.
Reviews of caskets because you
People
can.
have requested
Oh,
this.
so many, which is why I feel like I should multiple emails with the same reviews. Like this, there was I think there was like a viral threads on Twitter, viral Instagram posts about the fact that you can review caskets on Amazon
Oh,
and
I saw
Walmart.
that.
So a lot of people wrote in at that time. So
Walmart.
well,
I told you, Mr. Wally's pulling the strings from beyond the grave.
true. I really, really, really hope that Sam Walton, Daddy Walmart, is buried in a Walmart casket. I
Oh,
highly
a
doubt it.
Walmart brand.
I like a Walmart
I think you're talking about Great Value,
a great value. Yes, a great value
if we're gonna
casket.
be like specific.
Okay, well here I've a review of a light blue casket from Amazon. Here we go.
Oh God.
My grandma was so uncomfortable, she woke up from her sleep, and she was in the hospital for weeks. I personally like the comfortability of the casket. She is okay now. Thumbs up emoji. And it's so stupid.
Who and why and where?
It's so stupid. 168 people found this
Yeah, I'm
helpful.
sure they did.
This
Get
was
169.
this was written in like 2021, so February. So I imagine it was like COVID times, boredom. Let me
Oh,
write a silly review on
that's like an
Amazon.
especially dark time to write reviews of caskets. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Maybe you know why? Because it was that month they probably went on Amazon. It was like trending this week
No,
on
truly
Amazon.
though.
You know? Ugh, face
That's
masks
so
and
sad.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway. Oh, my turn. I thought
yeah.
you were gonna read
Oh,
multiple of
oh no, no,
caskets.
no.
Um,
Everyone deserves a break.
Explain them. So here's the one that I don't know if I've read before.
Okay. What kind of music are you thinking?
Oh, negative.
Okay.
So if I've read it before, oh well, too bad. And this is from Dylan, who says, this is from the department store at the mall that I work at in Albany, New York.
Cool.
Mall life certainly is not for the faint of heart.
Uh-oh.
Okay. 1 star. Went into Macy's to use the toilet, and there was feces everywhere. One stall I checked after the one prior was completely unusable because some degenerate had completely unscrewed the bolts that fasten the seat to the toilet and carelessly threw the whole seat into the toilet.
Oh,
I know what you were thinking.
okay.
You don't know what we're thinking.
Okay,
What
so
are you thinking?
should I tell you what I'm thinking?
Yeah, maybe
I'm
he's
thinking
right.
like, did they bring a tool in to specifically do that? It seems like such a specific thing to do that's not that easy, but I don't know. I've never unscrewed a toilet lid.
Actually, I have.
Okay.
So
No, you know what I have when I installed my pushy,
yeah.
but that was so long ago. Assume I used a tool like screwdriver.
So on at least the toilets we have,
Okay.
there's a plastic.
Educational moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
for everyone.
let me speak.
Okay.
Cap, you have to pull the cap off first, the white plastic cap. And then there's usually like a hard plastic kind of screw thing, but you need like I used a butter knife
Okay.
because it's like a really wide.
Mhm,
It's not just like a small screwdriver size. It's like a wide,
mhm.
and so you twist it off. That's how ours is. Um,
Cool.
so maybe someone brought a butter knife in.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm very curious what this person's thinking if it wasn't.
No. He thinks he knows
Oh,
what we're
what we're thinking.
thinking.
Yes. So
that's what you were
so I'm
thinking.
wondering what this person thinks we're thinking.
Right, okay, I'll tell you.
Okay, cool.
I know what you are thinking. Third tries the charm. Wrong! I approached the third stall. At that moment, I realized there was a fully functional toilet, and I went in and continued my business. Upon completion of my BM, I'm
It's
sorry.
not as bad, but it just gives off the vibes of smelling your dinner from your beehole. From that like episode of the farts. What? You made such a big deal out of me saying that. You're like, never say that again. But you read in a review where someone said something about smelling. I don't want to smell
Dinner
the dinner
from
from your beehole.
So
That was
gross.
like a couple episodes ago.
I'm sorry. I thought
Or that's one we haven't recorded or we haven't released yet. Or today's.
I
I don't
thought
know.
maybe it was an episode of I Think You Should Leave or something. Is what it sounded
Does
like.
sound
And
like
so
it.
when you said, "Oh, it's from that
Yes.
episode," I was like,
No, episode we did. Yeah, it
unfortunate.
was a waiter who farted.
Oh God, I remember. All right. At that moment, I realized there was a fully functional toilet, and I went in and continued my business. Upon completion of my BM, I went to clean myself off with some toilet paper. As I reached,
It's not too much. Like we know. I'm sorry.
I
Like
know what you're thinking.
we know how this process works. There's no one like I feel like no one who's not potty trained yet is going to be reading this review. So this feels very unnecessary, but I'll let you finish.
Okay.
He can't even like get through it.
I went to clean myself off with some toilet paper. As I reached toward the paper dispensing apparatus, I reached into commercial size roll of urine saturated toilet paper.
Oh no, that's disgusting. Someone like, oh, that person from that mop closet probably missed. Finally found a stall, was ready to go,
And
and then somehow
prove your point wrong, doesn't know how a fucking bathroom works. So clearly,
in this case, I'd rather the mop closet.
okay, but also they're clearly not potty trained. So maybe,
True.
this is
You
all,
got me
this
there.
is like an Ouroboros, just like,
Oh, exactly what I was thinking. See, you should have said, I know what you're thinking. This is an Ouroboros. Yeah, we all were, right,
I
folks?
didn't have to say it. I knew we all said it aloud at the exact same time.
Everyone said it. Like, I could feel it.
It was
you
actually
know?
really powerful.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
I hope you all had edibles like I did.
I did not, because I have to drive home. I very much wish I did. Someone did say I was like, uh-oh, my edible's kicking in right now, like at the start of the
Oh,
stream.
good.
I think that's a good thing.
Mine is. That's why we
Welcome.
both yelled.
Welcome.
I know what you're thinking. It's just like an Ouroboros. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Here we go. Upon completion of my BM, I went to clean myself off with some toilet paper. As I reached towards a paper dispensing apparatus, I reached into commercial size roll of urine saturated toilet paper. So I had to get up with my jeans at my ankles and hop to a stall that had a floor covered in urine as a result of the fireman's hose that had drenched it earlier. I cleaned up and realized my jeans had dragged through some of the urine.
This is foul.
I'm not like a potty humor person, but this is just like the worst comedy of errors and like the least funny and like just the grossest.
Like, you could picture it.
It's
It's
horrible.
very vivid, this thing, and everyone knows that they could be in this position. I think that's the worst
Horrible.
thing, is like you can weirdly relate even if this hasn't happened to you.
Okay, but here's the thing.
What?
Well, I guess it doesn't change much, but I was thinking about when you reach in and you're like the urine soaked toilet paper. I don't think it's urine soaked toilet paper. I think someone probably dropped it in the toilet and pulled it out. Because what is someone's gonna pee over an industrial size thing and
Well, why would they
drench it?
take it out? Who does that?
I do.
You take the roll out of the industrial thing? Like, you go in there and take it out? Like, you pull it out.
I know, but sometimes they fall out into the toilet. Wait. So you're saying the more likely scenario is someone also pulled it out, which you just said is so unlikely, and then instead of dropping the toilet
No.
over,
I'm picturing someone opening the lid and peeing in there on purpose.
Oh, this is a boys' bathroom.
I don't know.
Well, they did say fire hose.
Fire hose. They said fire hose.
And
Someone took out their fire hose. How did they know? That's what I call it. Took out their fire hose
I'm not even reacting.
and just sprayed everywhere.
Onto through the plastic barrier.
It's like when you go somewhere and you clearly see like poop on the walls, you're like, that cannot be an accident. Like, I think that's what happened here. I mean, especially if the other ones were tampered with. Like, something sinister is happening in this bathroom. No?
I love the idea that one of the sinister acts was to bring a butter knife and unscrew.
And put it in the toilet. Yeah.
But see, isn't that a hint for my suggestion? That someone put the toilet paper roll in the toilet? Doesn't that add up if the toilet seat in the other one is in there? But also the fire hose everywhere, so
Fire
we're kind of
hose.
even.
Like, there's pee everywhere, it
There's
seems.
pee.
We'll get to the bottom of
Wait,
this
also
one
there
day.
was feces everywhere. That's the first line of this.
Oh, see? Okay. Oh, there you go. Someone had a time. Someone went in there, had a
Was it
time.
you?
I'm like,
Because you said a fire
I might have
hose.
known a thing or two about, why this happened, but
You
I'm not
seem
going to
to
admit to
know
anything specific.
a lot of the actual like logistics of how it happened.
I glance at chat once every like 60 seconds. Someone said this bathroom is in PP Township. That's a good one. Okay.
That's in Ohio. Fun.
Exactly.
Okay. I
Hmm?
stored. Okay, blah blah blah. So I had to get up with my jeans at my ankles. Oh no, my godmother just texted me. Pause it.
Well, you pause it.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure she wasn't watching this.
Why would she be
I don't
watching
know because
this?
she's on Instagram.
Okay, but she's not on Twitch.
She could be
Well,
on.
maybe she is.
She could be on Twitch. She's
I
not.
would love if she watched. I love
Father,
her.
Son, Holy Spirit.
Okay, let's go.
Upon completion of my BM, okay, blah 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 blah.
You've read that line like 6 times. We've taken
Because
way too long. You're like, I don't like potty humor. You have lingered on this fucking review for like 20 minutes.
this is like the worst meme ever, where it's like
Yeah,
when the
just end it. That's end of sentence.
like
You just don't want me to get back to my caskets.
like when the edible hits, but it's like me just loving potty humor all of
Yeah,
a sudden.
yeah.
I think that's kind of
I like that.
yeah.
I
No one.
like that
It's
version
like
of you though.
it's a terrible meme because nobody can relate except me apparently. Okay,
Half the chat's probably with you.
I don't know.
We got like 420 viewers too.
420, babe.
Okay, it's a little more than that, but it's close.
I know,
Close
but
enough.
it gives me an excuse for my edible. Okay. So, I had to get up with my jeans at my ankles and hop to a stall that had a floor covered in urine as a result of the fireman's hose that had drenched it earlier. I clean up and realize my jeans have dragged through some of the urine on the floor. After that day, I've never been the same. My family sometimes calls me P-boy.
Like, imagine telling this story to people because you're so upset at what you had to go through. They're like, ha, P-boy. P-boy.
I was just watching
Okay, P-boy.
Vanderpump Rules.
Okay, P-boy.
I'm not bragging about it.
Uh-oh.
It's not like something I'm super proud of, but there was an episode where one of the characters like kind of almost drowns and like a lifeguard has to go get him. And then everyone inside
That's
they
hilarious.
start laughing. And then because he's just such an asshole. And then one of the
Oh, she drowned.
the girl who's hosting it
Yeah.
turns to him and goes, "Don't laugh. He almost died." And then you turn to her and you can see her like trying so hard not to laugh. And then she starts laughing. It's like maybe if someone told me P-boy story, I just couldn't help it. Like I know it's not morally correct to be laughing at. I don't know, something funny about it.
Something funny about it. I feel like this is a little lighter. No one's almost dying here, I don't think.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're not
No.
done, are we? Huh.
After that day, I've never been the same. My family calls me P-boy sometimes and makes remarks toward me which is not limited to, "Hey honey, you didn't go to the mall with your friends and get covered in pee?" Question mark. End of review.
But
I don't know what
What context would your wife be saying that?
How
Like
more?
just all the
How
time?
much more can I tell you? This is
I would like.
perfectly
I'm done with this music for this review because that was a
perfectly
challenge.
explicable.
What does the wife say? What does the wife say?
What does a wife say? P-boy, P-boy. The wife says, "Hey, honey, you didn't go to the mall with your Y-O-U-R-E with your friends and get covered in pee?" Question mark.
No,
Maybe he's misreading the tone. Maybe she's really, really
asking.
concerned,
Oh,
like really
like oh,
asking.
you didn't go to the mall with your friends and get covered in pee, did you? Oh, good.
Did you, honey? Did you just call me P-boy? No, I called you honey. You're, that day has changed you.
That day has changed you.
What did you call me?
What did you call me?
P-boy.
Oh man, that poor person. They're never gonna live that down, and it's like not even their fault. Like they just turned a shitty. Like that's the worst part. Like they
It's a
didn't
little
do
bit
anything
It's a
wrong.
little bit their fault.
Going to the bathroom at the mall, or
Well, that step one.
I didn't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just was wondering if that's what you're trying to say.
I guess just the way they were like stomping around and like making these weird narratives about how the toilet seat came out of the toilet and into the toilet. I feel like the way that they walked in were like somebody took a tool in here and unscrewed the toilet. Like they were bound to drag their jeans through some pee because they're frenetic, this person.
Understandable.
I mean, I'd be frenetic too, I suppose, if this happened to me.
Oh boy.
I can't explain it to you. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done with it anyway. So
Okay.
maybe we'll revisit
I
that
don't think
one day.
I
Hopefully
ever
not, though.
will be, but I'll probably spend the rest of my life trying.
Okay. Next review was this is actually sent in by Benjamin, who had a fun fact about this. So it's the Titan Orion series white and gold steel casket with white interior.
I thought you were gonna
Okay.
say a golf club, and
No, no,
then
no.
right as you
It's
started to say
casket.
casket, I went, "Oh shit, we're doing these." I thought you were like a titanium something golf club. It's so much worse.
It's a casket.
Ugh.
So Benjamin here said, just a fun fact, this is also the casket in Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero music video, and if you use promo code Swifty, you get a discount. Is that a joke or is that real? I don't know. No. I'm not gonna try.
Trying it.
Okay, I'm going to titancasket.com.
Okay.
So I need to put something in my cart? I
Wait,
really don't
who
want to do
is
that.
this? Oh, in a music video.
Taylor Swift.
I
Ever
was
heard
like,
of her?
she's not dead.
I don't.
Orion series. Okay.
This is too much. I'm like
He's adding it to
I'm overwhelmed right
Here,
now.
I'll narrate.
Should I hit buy now?
Yeah, view cart.
Okay.
Okay, now is there a promo code? There has to be. Do you think she bought it like with this? Do you think she used the what do they call
I
that?
don't see any. I don't see
Go to
any.
the checkout
Oh,
page.
sorry.
Do you think that Taylor Swift bought this with that thing where you pay monthly Klarna?
No. Nothing's working.
Spell it right.
I spelled it the way I spell it and then the way that Benjamin spelled it, and neither one works.
I wonder if the company can see when people enter fake promo codes.
Taylor Swift. It's not working, y'all.
Oh, so it's not real.
It might, or it's
It
expired.
might be expired.
Anyway, here's a review of this casket.
Okay.
This is a 1-star review. Oh, okay. Epic failure, Titan. If I could give 0 stars in this review, I would. My mother-in-law recently passed, and I decided to choose a Titan casket for her. Some difficulties I had was working around a 3-hour time difference between the casket company and the funeral home and shipping over a holiday weekend. I ordered the casket on January 14th, approximately 0900 Eastern Standard Time. I ordered the Titan Orion series with the draped flag headboard. I called Titan before placing the order to let them know I couldn't verify the shipping address until the funeral home opened, but I wanted to get the casket in production so it could be shipped out before the holiday weekend. Once the funeral home opened, I called them and verified the shipping address, then called Titan, and they answered the phone. I informed them that the address I used from the funeral home website was also the shipping address. But before I could get my question out about shipping over the holiday weekend, he blurted out, "I got another call," and just hung up on me.
Oh no.
They should never be permitted to answer the phones. I mentioned earlier that this casket was for my mother-in-law and was ordered with a draped flag for the headboard. When we were actually able to she huh? When we were actually able to she my mother-in-law in the casket.
To show
What are
my mother-in-law casket. Oh, she's dead.
she's dead.
I'm like, oh, it's obvious. It says to show her the casket.
No,
Are you
so I
checking
don't
the
know.
chat to see if someone has the answer?
Just seeing what they had to say about that. Someone said X-teen is me when I'm high.
Hold on. X-teen is me.
When I'm high. Like they can
So like we
relatable, hashtag
oh,
relatable.
got you.
Okay. So they're able to she my mother-in-law in the casket? What is she?
Okay, send
SHE?
to me again.
I don't want you to read ahead. We were actually able to she my mother-in-law in the casket. I don't know what they meant.
See.
Oh, see. I
You
don't know how
gotta
that
see
H
her.
got in there. Okay, see, okay.
It's an open casket.
Sorry. When we were actually able to see my mother-in-law in the casket just 2 hours before the service, the headboard was embroidered with "Father." I'm so sorry. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my god, Father.
Thing I've ever heard. It's like so bad.
It's so
It's
bad.
like the literal opposite
Like 2
of
hours.
happening.
Yeah, it's not good. Titan was contacted and they tried to offer some lame excuses about how flag and father both start with an F. Well, Bob, so does failure.
What if that's what came up? You know what? Fucking
I'm
glass
sorry.
glass half full. It could have said
Could have said
failure.
failure.
Or it could have said fuck you. It could have said a lot of things that start
Oh
with F.
boy.
But I do like that flag.
Mother-in-laws.
Hang on, were
It's
they
a mother-in-law humor, that's all.
it's MIL
It's like
humor. But like were they gonna write the word flag? Like that doesn't even make sense. The words flag and failure start or flag, failure, and father.
father.
But like if you
I
say a flag, they're not gonna
so
embroider flag, right?
yeah, they ordered a draped flag for the
Right.
headboard. I don't really know what that means, but I assume like either
Like an
just a
actual
flag
image of a flag.
or something. Or
Yeah.
it's like or the flag is the thing that says father. I can't really tell.
Oh.
But yeah,
It
so
still doesn't make sense. They're like
yeah.
father. They said father and flag both start with F, so we did both. We put father on a
I know
flag.
exactly.
Like
No,
what?
agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
One more couple sentences. Now my mother-in-law has been interred for all of eternity with a headboard emblazoned with "Father." Whoever is in charge of the lack of quality control at Titan should be fired. End of review.
That is so deeply upsetting.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Like some
Oh my
people
god.
would probably have taken this really badly and like fixed it.
Understandably. I mean,
Yes, totally.
not kind of
I'm
very
I'm
understandably.
shocked at how like chill this is because I feel like some people would have gone a legal
Yeah.
route. Like,
I mean, shit.
yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Put off the burial and stuff just to get a new thing embroidered? Like, but
Well, maybe he used
they
a
saw it 2 hours ahead of time.
he probably used a Swifty discount code.
It's like no refunds on the Swifties.
You don't get a refund.
You're so right.
It's also one of those like jumble sales where you just get to kind of actually I don't know what a jumble sale is.
What is that?
I don't know. But it's one of those sales.
Sounds
It's
fun.
a thing.
Believe you. Just okay.
Anyway, one of those sales where they'll email you and say, "Oh, just type in your size and we'll mail you a random
Oh, that's
shirt."
fun. Yeah,
Like
I
I know,
did that with like shoes before. Like a
yes,
mystery box.
like a mystery box, a jumble,
A mystery
rumble
box
sale.
mystery casket. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's what they were doing, and it's like,
What's is a mystery the casket type or
no, it's
who's in the casket?
oh dummy, the
I- As if I thought that they'd send someone in a casket.
Smeon and Shark Tank.
Like,
You
oh, dummy.
idiot. Sorry, Barbara. Let me get
That-
myself
that-
together. No, what I'm saying
I
is,
know what you're saying. It was a joke. That's what I'm like. You actually thought I thought they sent people caskets
that was
free people?
I thought that was just a dumb joke. Anyway,
It was a dumb joke.
no, but what I mean to say is the father was just part of the jumble sale.
That makes yes, I get it.
It's
I
like
get
a
it.
grab bag.
Yeah, you you get what you pay for.
Yeah,
Like, you get a discount.
grab bag.
You get the father
you
casket.
use Swifty. Just I can't read it from here, but I just see free people. Like that's the
That's
only thing because it's in all capital
yeah,
letters that
free
I can
people.
see from
Mhm.
here. Free people.
I don't know.
Okay, Alexander, I'm so overwhelmed. First P-boy, now this. This is getting
This
dark.
come see us live. This
Okay,
is what it's like.
This is I won't take an edible live though. I will be drinking, but I won't take
I
an edible.
won't either. Oh, if you're drinking, I feel like I have to take an edible.
You better take one, but I'm gonna be drinking.
Let's see.
Let's see what I've got here.
P-boy was buried in a mother casket.
Did somebody right there?
EEQ, dude. Oh boy, I love it. Okay.
No, P-boy was buried in a P-girl
Oh,
casket.
P-girl. I see.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a 5-star review,
Ooh.
but
Oh,
it's a little bit iffy on.
okay. What music would you like?
Let's do happy.
Okay.
This is from Jody, who said this is. Let me see. Oh, you have the most lovely relationship. That's what you think.
Yeah.
Wait till you see. What's the Sharon Osbourne show? The reality show.
I don't know.
Somebody does, I'm sure. But
Is that what we're like? Or what? I don't understand what that reference is. Are we like Sharon Osbourne? Are we like Ozzy Osbourne? Are we like the kids?
I'm saying that they're gonna see the behind the scenes of our real relationship.
Oh, because you
How-
think that's really accurate to like real life. I
like
see.
how you see the
Mhm.
Osbournes.
Uh,
I took a whole one of those.
Hellcat says, I think it's just the Osbournes, like is the name of the show. Uh-huh. Okay. Anyway,
So anyway,
what you got for us?
this is a review of yarn that Jody sent in. It's 5 stars, verified purchase, and this is by it says good old JR.
Good old
Gonna
JR.
say it.
I like it.
I knit now as a part of therapy, and I'm getting better at it. I bought this yarn in the hopes of making something warm for my kids, but they would rather the designer presents Brent gets from his oh so grateful clients who just give him free name brand clothing. You know my time isn't as valuable anymore, but they can at least pretend to be excited for mittens and potholders real daddy made with his own 2 hands. There's lots of yarn, it's real soft, whatever.
Who's Brent?
I think
An
the
ex?
no, the stepdad. He says they could at
Oh,
least be excited for the
oh
mittens real
no.
daddy made with his own
Oh
2 hands,
no.
rather than
Oh no.
designer presents
I don't like that.
Brent
I don't
gets.
like that.
That's so sad.
That's so
Like
sad.
I want to be like, oh, it's a joke, but
That's our dad
also
talking about our stepdad. He always gets us
no.
designer clothes, and our dad makes us the rest.
Yeah, it's like at his
Totally.
plastics engineering firm, all the big name clients he has.
Yeah,
We
true.
used to get
We had those cereal bowls with a straw.
and
That was like the straw was in the like part of the design.
so that you drink the cereal milk.
Yeah. And he worked on that machine, so that's how we got those. So
We kind of get it.
we get it.
We get
We get it.
designer burst store
Yeah. Yeah. And meanwhile,
merchandise swag.
our dad didn't give us any I don't know, steel.
He gave me
He gave you some steel?
an iRiver, and
Oh,
I'd rather have had a
true.
fucking
Got
steel
'em.
beam.
Okay.
Probably would have played my music better than that fucking iRiver.
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, the title of that was A Nice Hobby for When You're Alone. He said he's doing it as part of therapy. So, and it was a verified purchase. He
so
actually
sad.
bought it. So it's like either this is real or they actually did purchase it and for some reason were compelled to write a funny review.
I feel like I don't see why it wouldn't be real. It feels
'Cause
like
it
somewhat
just-
believable.
I almost just don't want to believe this.
Fair. My next one is of a casket
Oh, come
on Amazon. This is sent in by Dell. This is a 1-star review.
Oh no.
Here you go. Grandma escaped. 0 stars. Grandma fell out as we were burying her into the grave. She just crashed through the bottom. End of review. It's so bad. It's so bad.
They're like, oh, things I just escaped.
Grandma escaped.
Why would you say okay?
It's not a verified purchase. It's not real.
Be real.
I'm gonna pretend it's not real. I really hope not.
I hope not too, but if we're not giving Brent and the real dad the benefit of the doubt.
Someone said, she said, not today. So true.
I love that
Oh
but she
man.
buried herself. Like she was
She's
in
still in the dirt.
and then she just like was
Must be
like
with the worms.
yeah,
Mood.
right right with the earth, you know.
True.
It's a hippie
True.
at heart.
Boy,
Alex,
was she.
I'm upset.
Hmm.
I thought at first you said, "Oh, she escaped," and I'm like, "Ha ha." She it
Yeah.
was like she tumbled out of the bottom during the funeral, and I was like, "Oh, I thought we were doing a fun little fan fiction, like some
I
weird
think we
vampire."
still are, kind of.
Yeah,
But like,
probably. Um,
yes, yes.
wow. Oh God, Alexander, these are insane.
No.
Okay, let's
Like,
see.
we could still do an entire episode of casket reviews based on what I've seen.
Let's
They're
check.
wild. No, I'd do it, yeah.
Okay, so this is from Lisa, she, her, and I don't know if I read this during our
It
non-Christmas
doesn't matter.
holidays
It
episode.
doesn't
I know,
matter.
but I'm explaining to you
Okay.
that this is a non-Christmas holiday
Got it.
review,
Got it.
which is why it may have happened before.
Consider it explained.
Hanukkah on planet Matzo Ball.
Hmm?
Do
Okay.
you see now why I needed to give a little context?
No, but
Okay. It is under, oh, here we go. Amazon. It's under science fiction.
what is this, a book? I don't okay,
Just
that you could tell me
give me
maybe a
a
little.
moment.
You're like,
It's under movies and TV,
oh,
Arrow, science fiction and fantasy, Arrow, science fiction, Arrow, space adventure.
got it.
Okay.
Space adventure, got it.
We need one of those whiteboards.
Yes.
Okay. This is a DVD.
Okay.
And it is called Hanukkah on Planet Matzo Ball. Okay. Just said
Okay.
okay in in the most like impatient like do you get it now?
Yeah, I don't know if I get it, but I
Okay,
don't think
wait.
I'm gonna.
Don't play
I'm just
music
ready.
yet because I
Okay,
want
okay.
to
Description
I
first.
actually never read the description
Okay.
until this very moment. Let's see. Product description. On a giant matzo ball in space lives a family of aliens who just happen to be Jewish.
How did they find out about Judaism?
To be Jewish.
I love it.
I love that they're like, oh, it's our neighbor who just happens to be homosexual,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, why would you say it that way?
Happens to be like
It doesn't matter.
it's not because of us.
I'm
They just
so
happen to be
cool. I'm so
Jewish. Yeah.
cool with it. It's just anyway, a family of aliens who just happen to be Jewish. Join Oogie and his fellow puppets in songs and animation as they discover Jewish traditions
In
the
space?
on a giant matzo ball. I might be.
I don't.
I think I might be making this up, but it's right in front of me.
Yeah, no, that's
Like this
kind of how it
sounds like
feels. Like I'm
something.
looking at it, I see it. I see it exists. It's real.
This is the game we play where we write a children's book review when you're high. It's a fun game.
That is a fun one.
It sort of feels like that's
Is
what
this
this
like
is.
Veggie Tales for the Jewish faith?
Maybe. Oh,
Or like instead of vegetable, because
I
when
need
you
to
think
tell
about
you the
Veggie Tales, it's pretty bizarre. These Christian vegetables.
yeah, I need to tell you about the studio.
Okay.
The studio is called Shalom Sesame. So I don't know if that's like an offshoot of
I don't know
actual
what that. Yeah, I
sesame,
don't know what that
or if
means.
that's like we're just gonna put
I
the
love
word
it though. They're
sesame
like,
in.
this will bring kids in.
Oh my God, I can't. Okay,
It's so
so
funny.
anyway, this is a 1-star review. I can't imagine why.
Shalom Sesame makes the Israeli Sesame Street. So yeah, it's
You know,
legit. It's legit.
the only reason I
Oh my God, people are saying they grew up on. I don't know if they're joking. I assume not. But Shalom Sesame, multiple people have said that.
oh
Cool.
yeah. Okay, so that was my question because
Maybe we need a live chat for all our episodes to
I
like kind
know,
of
right?
like bring us back to a matzo ball in space instead of
Anyway,
Earth. Okay.
no, the reason I what?
Said bring us back to Earth, but
Okay,
then I was like, bring us back to a matzo ball in space.
I get it.
Okay.
That's good. Now I lost my train of thought. Thanks a lot.
Good. Let's read the review.
Ah, I was gonna say something
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't
important.
mean to.
Oh, Shalom Sesame. I was gonna say, um, that's why I wanted to make sure because I was like, that could very well be like the official Sesame offshoot, or somebody could have said, I know what to do. I'll just take the
I could
words
very
as
much
the
see
meaning,
that being a
right?
thing. Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I was wondering. So, does that mean these people have seen this movie, by the way?
I don't
I guess we'll
know.
wait and find
I
out.
didn't. Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
find
read this
out.
chat afterward to find out,
Yeah, right. We're just gonna watch the video again, just staring at the chat
just to
going
make
by.
sure. Okay, this is possibly the most inaccurate portrayal of Hanukkah in kids programming to date. I can't
There's.
imagine why.
I already think they have a point in terms of the fact that it's happening in space, but not in a bad. Like I don't think that's a bad thing. That's like saying like, oh, the stories from VeggieTales are ridiculous. But yeah, it's because it's told by vegetables. But they have more to say, I assume.
Guess. I guess I feel like they're saying like they're not giving the right
Yeah,
dues to
I,
the
I,
subject.
I know they're
But I'm
not.
like, how much can you expect?
I know by that statement they're not talking specifically about the fact it's in space. That was more of a
No,
joke.
no.
Oh,
But I'm just saying, like, how ridiculous to say that when you're literally reviewing a movie about aliens
exactly.
in space who just happen to be Jewish.
Yeah,
Sorry, we're having
a moment.
circular conversation
Or
because of me.
Ouroboros.
One might say.
One might say.
So, this was possibly the most inaccurate portrayal of Hanukkah in kids' programming to date. The movie starts with aliens on planet Matzah who found out they were Jewish and who begin to chant, "We are Jewish! We are Jewish!" Like it was some crazy cult. Then, out of space, comes this menorah that falls into their spaceship. This is followed by a song that goes something like, what do you do with a menorah? What does a menorah do? I made that the tune up. What do you
That
think?
was great. I like if I watched that, I could see that being the tune.
I feel like I'm the next Rafi,
Yeah. Is
but
that how you
only
say it?
Rafi.
Rafi?
I think it's Rafi.
I I hope so.
Okay. What? I'm not gonna sing it again. Then, in a quest to find out about Hanukkah, they uncover that the Greeks captured the Jews and made them worship a Greek god named Ralph instead of. Also, they had a scene where the Jews go shopping in a Greek grocery store, and all they had were pistachio ice cream.
What? I
Am
don't understand.
I like out of my gourd right now? That doesn't make any sense, right?
Pistachio ice cream?
Yeah, pistachio ice cream or pig snout Brussels sprout or little pig cereal. Oh, I see. Point being, the Greeks made the Jews shop in their grocery stores where all they could eat was the forbidden pork. Okay, I get it. The movie ended with a song about Hanukkah, put to the tune of a Christmas song. I don't think an ounce of research was done for this film. I've concluded that the writer and director of the puppets got together for a production meeting, and someone was like, okay, I have a friend who has this friend who had a cousin that married a girl who was once half Jewish, and the word on the street is that they have these things called latkes. End of read.
I you know, based on what I'm hearing, like, yeah, this is like my level of understanding Judaism,
Feel like what's
which is
there?
saying
There's
something.
something about a matzo ball.
Like we had world religion class, but at a Catholic school, so we
Right.
got a lot of a lean.
Here's what I'll say. I learned more about Shintoism than I did about Judaism.
That's so true. That's so true.
Like
No,
very like
that and then Taoism as well.
Taoism,
Like literally, they steered us towards the ones that were like
Dadaism.
that were the ones that they were like, oh, you don't have any risk of becoming this religion, so we'll teach you more
Exactly.
about
We'll let
this.
you empathize with them because they're across the world.
Yes, literally. No, I really think that's how it was. But
Hi, godmother. Just kidding. She really is not here.
oh boy. Um, okay.
I like this one person who says, the bit about the pistachio ice cream is obviously not historically accurate.
I would hope not.
I feel like they're saying it and then looking around like, right, guys? You know, right?
Big statue. Like what an effort to like go through to
Oh,
be cruel. Anyway, uh we're kind of low running out of time or nearing the end, so why don't I just do one more?
okay.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Here is a 1-star review. This is of a ferry called the Spirit of Tasmania.
Oh,
It is a ferry from Melbourne, Victoria to the South Island, Tasmania, in Australia.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. And here we go. This was sent in by Laura. Here's a 1-star review. This is written by Michael. Let's start that over. Could not believe it. One word. Absolute barbarians. After an interminable wait of more than half an hour for boarding and an onerous climb up 7 levels from the automobile decks, we were, not surprisingly, in dire need of refreshment. If you can believe it, it was almost 7 o'clock in the morning, but the cafeteria on level 7 was not yet open,
Oh.
so we were forced to continue our traipse up to level 10. On our eventual arrival, we asked the young woman behind the refreshment stand for an almond latte. Her response? I'm sorry, we don't serve said beverage. And then she had the audacity to suggest that we might be interested in a soy latte. As I am sure you can understand, we seriously considered disembarking immediately. Apparently,
Was he
however,
still at the port?
we'll find out.
Because you can
Here we
disembark.
go. No, you'll just wait.
No, I don't care. You just keep walking off the plank.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. You can walk off the plank at any time.
I'm
You're
just
right.
saying, if this guy's such
Maybe
a
don't,
fucking
but yeah, you
problem,
can.
just go ahead and disembark.
Apparently, however, this was not an option, as the vessel's staff claimed they were unable, unwilling more likely, to move the vehicles that had subsequently been parked behind us in the hold. We, of course, have decided we will not be making our return journey on the Spirit of Tasmania. Better to be called the Spirit of Utter Disappointment. We will happily forego the money spent on that trip and purchase airfares back home. It is important that proper customer service standards are maintained at all times, lest civilization slips away from us. End of review.
Someone take away this man's thesaurus. A. It's driving me absolutely bananas.
I think this review is actually tongue in cheek mostly, but
You do?
I do.
Oh man.
But
Why ruin it?
what? I don't know. Well, it's funny because
Also, you
but
said
Laura does
interminable in
say
a really weird way.
interminable
You said interminable.
did I really?
Yeah.
I was so worried about onerous,
Onerous. Yeah,
which
right.
I was like interminable. Wow,
Interminable.
interminable. I've never heard that word though.
Watch that not be a word.
It is. It is. I looked it up.
I know, but I'm like, you're saying that
well,
wrong.
it's
It's pronounced this, and then we find out it's not an
well,
actual
what's
word.
funny is it means like an infinite amount of time, or like it's meant for to exaggerate an
Yep.
amount of time, but it says interminable. Wow, see, I'm doing it again. Wait of more than half an hour.
Yeah,
That's part of why I think it's tongue in cheek.
I
I
got you.
don't think they're being. But what Laura did say is us Melbourneites,
Melbourneites.
Melbourneites.
You're not supposed to say the R.
Okay, Melbourneites. It's like the toast.
Yeah,
Wait,
Melbourne toast.
sure. Us Melbourneites love our coffee, so apparently it's a big thing. So
To not, but it's okay. Here's the thing. He says customer service is so important, but also like not if you're a ferry driver necessarily, because everyone has to do use
I don't
you.
think they're going to the captain. Like, where's my coffee?
Just saying no, not the driver. Okay. What I'm saying is, like, the ferry company, like, they
Yes.
have customers regardless of whether they serve you a fucking almond
And the
cappuccino.
fact they have a soy latte on this
Hell, like,
this ferry, I'm in.
We've been on
And
ferries.
they said level 7 and level 10. I don't know if that's real. If that ferry is like that tall. I've never been on a ferry that tall.
Maybe he was just, like,
Pretty big ferries.
climbing a couple stairs and being like,
Yeah, true. It's just like
latte here, cappuccino, cafe au lait. I wonder, remember that ferry we used to take where they had these old ass vending machines, and like you'd
No,
have
I
to,
don't remember.
oh, good one. And then you have to put in the quarters and then like pull
Yes.
it to
It
pick.
was one of
It would be
those.
like B6, and you have to like
You
and a
pull-
spring would like pull
it's
back.
like a pinball, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Handle,
What do you call
a
those?
lever.
I should know probably, but yeah, that's stupid.
Anyway,
Anyway,
oh, should I read one redemption
well, yeah, if you have a redemption,
to kick us off?
I think we can end on a redemption. That's a good idea.
That's incorrect. Kick us off. I meant
Take us while we're
like
down.
kick us off, like is how
Kick
you
us
say
off the air.
start. No, don't do that.
Oh.
Let me find 5 stars.
Let's get one first.
Let me find one first. I definitely had one. I thought. Maybe I already read it.
Probably.
Da-da-da. Oh, well, guess what?
What?
I have an actual thing called Redemptions because one day I got over eager and I put an entire folder for me of Redemptions.
Nice. That's weird
Yes.
that exists.
Oh,
It's
it's
empty.
empty.
Oh,
Christine.
good job. Good job.
But guess what else I have?
What?
My folder.
Oh, good. You better have a redemption in here. You
I
just
do. I have a
I have
lot.
a redemption. Do you want me to read it? I have one like ready here.
Yes.
You sure? You sure?
Yes.
Try one more. Is this a redemption? Nope.
One, two,
Oh,
one,
oh, oh, oh.
4. Nah.
Okay, well, here's one. This is a redemption of Sex and the City I'm written on IMDb.
Okay.
It's
Entire series or
I
like
think so. Yeah, it's just like the IMDb review of the show.
okay.
Not for any of the movies. I don't know.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
What's the spoiler that there are multiple movies? Maybe.
Well, no, I don't know what's going to be said
Oh
here.
no,
So
there's no
if you're
spoilers in here.
okay.
Just more of like what it's kind of about, but not really. Here we go. Here we go. Well, to be honest, I never thought I would be writing a review on Sex and the City as a teenage guy. I do not see myself as someone who is into the New York scene of style, glamour, or fashion. But the show helps me understand where men and women go wrong in relationships.
Oh no.
Like I said, I am a teenager. You're getting it. I am a teenager, so I'm entirely new to relationships.
Oh fuck.
But I feel so confused at times by what women are thinking and why they do certain things. Miranda, Charlotte, Samantha, and Carrie openly discuss their relationships with men, and I find it helpful to look into the female psyche.
What?
There are a lot of cautionary tales about men during the show, about what not to do during a relationship. The way men are portrayed is not much different from reality because men hide secrets, have strange desires in bed, have commitment problems, bad hygiene, etc. The interesting thing I noticed from all 4 of the main leads is the tendency to overthink a man's exact words. A small piece of advice for any women that I have is that men, including me, are dumb and are very simplistic when we mean something. In my experience, it is wait, this is the best. This is the best. I know I said this was a redemption, but it doesn't feel like one,
Yeah,
especially
it's
this
a
next line.
Christine redemption.
In my experience, it is very rare when a man has the ability to be very manipulative towards others, especially women. Lastly, the show is very educational for me. I don't necessarily agree with plot lines at times, but the show is reality in a way it feels others cannot achieve. I suggest that everyone watch the show. For me, it has been very helpful. And sorry, but this
Fuck.
teenager is running around
What
like
the
being
actual
like
fuck?
a man or the opposite of a man from Sex and the City. I can't tell.
It seems almost
It's kind
like
of
he's using it as a perfect guide, but also a what not to do. This is so dangerous. Like, I don't think I've ever agreed with censorship before, but I'm sort of like, maybe not, let's not let teenage boys learn the rules of romance
from Sex and the City. Yeah.
like to get in or think that
D
they
asked if this is P boy, and then everyone's agreeing that this has big P boy
boy
energy. P
energy.
boy energy. So
Okay, now we're getting
now
somewhere.
we're learning something.
Talk
Yeah.
about cracking that psyche, you know?
Yeah. What a nut to crack.
I love that he's like, I'm learning about the human condition. It almost feels like when a sociopath has to like learn uh how to, you know, convey empathy
Yes.
with like their face or
Absolutely.
phrases and all that. It's like that. They're studying
Yep.
the
You make
human.
so much sense to me. They
y-
are. They're studying it, learning a lot, a thing or two, a thing or 12.
Listener, shut up. I have something for you.
No, we're not done.
This
Okay.
is an update.
Okay.
I got an email.
Like just now?
Yes.
I was watching. It was like, here's a redemption for you. Are
Yes.
you serious?
Yes. Hannah, she, they.
Oh, that one was sent in by Kayla, by the way. That other one, who said,
Can
"Happy
you keep
2021."
Kayla out of this?
Oh,
Just kidding.
Kayla,
Hi,
go away.
Kayla. No, so Hannah, she, they sent a redemption for X-Teen.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. Hi, Sheefers. I was looking for a. Oh, by the way, this was originally set November 9th, 2021. So
Oh,
now
got it.
they're like 2 years. I love that. I love that you're still here with me, saving me.
Well, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, and it was also sorry, I didn't read the review. I just saw the emailer.
Fear. He's over there reading my
I didn't read
emails.
the
This
email.
is for me. It says X-Teen on it.
Okay.
This is a review of a bus route. No, a grocery store along their bus route.
Okay, I was like, how did you confuse those two?
Well, they both start with F. Oh wait, no, that's failure and father and flag. Sandy, this is why I don't like doing this because he reads the chat and he doesn't hear what
I
I'm
was listening
saying.
to that. I wasn't. I was staring at that freaking thing right there.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a 4-star review of a grocery store. Everything. That's not what it says.
Okay, I'm the distracted one or something. I don't know.
Mad. Okay. This place was nice. Everyone seemed really tall. That was a little depressing, but I let it slide. And the review.
That's it. Wait, where is it along a bus route? Or just like in in the Netherlands, like where are people so tall? Like I'm like,
The
wow,
Pleiadians.
the Pleiadians.
Yeah, they're tall aliens.
They
from
are tall
space.
aliens. We've met one.
We did. That's not a joke. I mean, it's
I mean,
not real, but it's not a joke that
yeah,
we're saying it because we did meet a man who said he was a Pleiadian.
we did.
That's true facts.
We were at his mercy too.
Yeah. He,
It sounds weird, but
we
it's
were
true.
in his spaceship.
He was our driver.
Of his No, he was our driver to the Vegas show, and he told us that he was Pleiadian,
Oh man.
but he was also like not a great guy. So I would.
Yeah.
like,
Said some questionable
Listen,
stuff.
I know stuff about Pleiadians. I'm like, I
Like-
don't think. Oh, because I was like, I don't think you're a Pleiadian. I think you're a reptilian pretending to be a
That
Pleiadian.
you know what?
Pretending to be a human.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Anyway, so that place had really tall people, and it was a little depressing.
True.
So
Just like that car. That car ride was pretty depressing with that Pleiadian.
that was.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on. I got one more. That's it
Okay,
though.
okay.
After this, I swear that's the end.
I'm chilling, whatever.
Because it said, Christine, please read this, and I have no boundaries, so I
Okay.
said I must do it.
Yeah, it says please.
Okay, it's from
Last
Grace.
one.
4 stars. I'm closing my computer after this.
Okay.
I'm not even looking.
Deal.
I just don't want anyone to be like emailing me and think I ignore you. One time?
Is this a
No,
review?
sorry. It's
Okay,
a
what is this of?
Positive.
Oh, what?
It's of a pool.
Okay.
One time, I saw a duck land in the pool. Doesn't mean it is a bad pool, and actually says great things about it. The water quality is the best in the tri-state area. There is so much chlorine going through those pipes you wouldn't imagine. That's not me.
I think someone's been drinking the chlorine. What is happening?
It's not me. Who said that wrong? It's how it's spelled. Imagining. There is so much chlorine going through those pipes you wouldn't imagine. Plus, the lifeguards are top notch. Great place to take the fan and have a fun day listening to Splash Radio. Could you preach? What? Could you preach height about how much this pool does for the area? End of review.
What?
Could you preach? I mean, I'm sure.
Could you preach?
I don't know. I think the chlorine got
can't-
to it.
I
at
think
the
there's
end.
too much chlorine.
At the end, it says there's
they're,
just a bunch of letters.
Imagining
Okay,
something that wow.
to be honest, I hadn't even read it. It said, Christine, please read this. One time I saw a duck, and I was like, okay.
Such a sentence.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should just
Live
just live and
submissions.
just have people submit
Okay,
as we
but the
go.
problem is,
You
what if
didn't close
there?
your computer yet?
What if there's
You're
one that's
stressing
like
me out. Don't
not?
check your email.
What if there's one that's like not super like funny or it's like has some troubling stuff in it, and
Then we tell them.
we call them out.
Call them out. So
You
how
say,
could you?
Now we're gonna read a bad review.
This is an
This is
example of
sent
what
in
not to
by
send in.
Grace. No,
Their
kidding.
Twitch username is.
Yeah, I don't know how we would do that.
Yeah, no, I was kind of kidding. It seemed to work out. Luckily, somehow.
Someone said this just in. Christine will read our emails if we include foul. It's true.
True.
Oh, that was Grayson. Hi, Grayson.
Hi. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff.
Anyway, we didn't plan an outro.
No, we didn't.
Do we at least have the music?
Yeah, we've got the music
Okay,
going.
wait, don't play yet. I just want to. We have it, so we don't just sit here.
Okay, y'all. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks to all the new followers, everyone for any subscribers,
Thanks for the
etc.
mods and the
Appreciate
plus
that.
ups.
D, good job being the only mod. Just didn't see Steven around, so I assume you were the only one. Even if he was there, you were the only one doing the work. So
You're
thank
the
you.
only one in my heart.
Um,
Steven, that was to Steven. Steven, you're the only mod in my heart.
Okay,
Besides
that's
D,
fine.
obviously.
Oh, what?
Obviously.
Besides D, okay. Anyway,
I'm covering all my bases.
you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Allegedly.
Alrighty. Hi, Steven. I'm sorry. He says thanks
I'm
to you.
not
Um,
sorry.
no, thank you all for being here. It was lots of fun. Appreciate having you. Yeah, go check us out on tour.
Oh,
The tour
yeah.
dates are right there.
Down
They're
there.
right down there. And yeah, we're gonna go on tour, and we can't wait to see you all. And then yeah, that's about it, right?
Yep, this is Andy and P-Boy signing out.
We gotta let the music play because I have no screen to go to, so it's just us.
Oh, so we just
I'm hitting stop in 10 seconds, y'all.
my
See ya.
control alarm just went off.
Okay. Take your meds.